Yeah, I thought we'd get straight back on with some Boundary Gate. You know, I'm pretty excited about this game right now. The story is really kind of gripping me. I'm kind of eager to continue. I'm sort of glad we got Phantom Step out of the way so that I can totally crack on with this. I kind of need to stop juggling. I shouldn't have started this game until I finished Phantom Step because it made me not want to play Phantom Step anymore, as fun as that game was. But yeah, we've got two more terminals to go to, I believe. Do you know, the weirdest thing, the top of that map looks like you can actually go somewhere, but I don't think you can. Anyway, we just need to... Oh, we need to do a bit of rummaging around, actually, because I don't know... I think I ended the stream last time actually kind of stuck. So it could be a bit of a dry beginning, this stream tonight, because we did 2 of the dungeons and I don't appear to have keys for the other 2. I ain't got a clue where they're going to be, though. I swear that I know we had 1 of them missing, but I could have sworn we had like 3. Sorry, last meeting of the day back in the tick, no worries. I might be still finding out what to do. So we did the Labyrinth of the Heart, and we did the Eye, or the Iris. I like the word iris that they used, actually. So I've always learnt the word as pupil, but pupil sounds a bit naff in English, doesn't it? So iris works better. What is the difference between an iris and a pupil anyway? Is it the same thing? Isn't the iris the outer part and the pupil is the dot in the middle? We got the not the pentagon, the pentagram. And then we've got the fang one, but I don't know where the thing is, so I feel like we're going to have to go back to Ambrosia and walk around a little bit. Which is a bit of a bogger. Oh, this is the colourful nebula looking part. Yeah, I think you're right. I actually don't know. Let me have a look. What does I haven't looked this word up in ages because it's just a word that I've always sort of known. It never needs to be that specific. Dictionary says it's quite specifically the pupil or one's eyes in general. So I don't think it is actually iris. What is iris? It was the dark void dot thing, yeah. I mean, unless it's like the story's progressed a teensy bit, the cornea. No idea what that is. Isn't that the back of the eye or something? Alright, whatever happens, we're going to continue blacksmithing. I'm going to stick with my master. Nobody's got a key. Who would logically have the key? Who did we get the keys from? We got the heart one from the guy at the temple of healing, which makes sense because that's their symbol. We got the fang. No, we didn't. We got the iris one from the beggar, and that makes sense because he's from the Church of Knowledge, and that's their symbol. And we've got what remains is the fang, which is the military. Aha! That's a hint. There's the military people, and they mentioned about the king. I wonder if the king would have it. I don't know where the king is, though. All these places are empty. And then what's the last crest? The pentagram. That's going to be the Church of Sorcery. I mean, God knows how we're going to get hold of that. I need to go south, which is that way. Woo, woo, woo. Not sure where the Church of Sorcery actually is in this game. I don't think we've been. It's not that door off to the east. So a lot of these places were impassable. That's broken. We can't go that way. I'm gonna have to retrace my steps a lot. The other question is, I wonder what I should play after this is finished. I wonder how many more streams will be left. I feel like we've definitely gone past the halfway mark. I want to say we're about 2/3 of the way through, if I was to guess. Or if not, heading towards a climax of some sort once these 4 dungeons are done. But they took surprisingly longer than I expected, like the last stream. A couple of hours to do those 2. Although I was kind of got my chat on a bit, so I wasn't really navigating the map very well. Ramping up to a conclusion, yeah. But then again, there could be a whole underworld. We could go through it, but who knows, you know? Could end up in a demon realm. You never know with these games. I sort of had the suspicion from the prologue, from the very, very start, when they said that, hang on, let's just check this for a second. When they said about the mother sleeps below the earth next to the gate, I thought we would at some point end up going to where the mother supposedly sleeps. Is this Leo's house? Yeah, so then I don't need to go through. Unless I do. I remember something now. We probably can't go through though. There was a gate under here with a door. With a ram's head on it. Waiting for the real villain to show up from behind the curtain. I think it's going to be one of those games, definitely. I mean, we already sort of had that hint last stream where it's indicated that the Daughter of Kingdom is actually not who she appears to be. I think she's possessed by something that came through the gate. So, have these enemies changed? I don't think these were the enemies when we came down here the first time, which would indicate there's something to do. I mean, at some point I assume we're going to have to fight the leader of the Church of Sorcery, or he's going to have a change of his ways. Oh, where was that gate? There was another floor, actually. It was locked though, but I'm wondering, because the problem with this game is when you get key items, there's, as far as I can tell, there's no option to look at key inventory. So like, I've got these keys but I can't see them, so I don't know what I have and what I don't anymore. Oops. You know, that would be rather useful to let you look at your own key items, but alas, for all I know, I've got a key and I didn't notice, because I feel like we got 3 keys, but I just assumed they were for the dungeon, so maybe the third one is like the key of the goat's head or something, but there's no dungeon for that, there's just this. Is it over here? Oh no, because that's the way out. I swear it was here. There's like a gate railing with a goat's head on it. Like this way? I can't see where it would be on the map. Sadia. See, the enemies have all changed. Unless, was it in the... I'm trying to think, was it in the mines? I just remember I'd been through somewhere and I was on my way out when I saw it. Unless it was the fort? I don't think it was the fort. sure it was near a river. In fact, is it that at the very end? I think it might be. I remember it was like vaguely across a river. That, I think, yeah. Oh, maybe not. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember. Whoa. Ella Menzas. I'm sure it was in an underground passageway. I'm trying to think where it could possibly be. I feel like it was after I'd been here, so why would it be out of town though? Unless it was his residence? I think it might be one of the dungeons that I've done then instead. I thought it was down here. It was something that looks like this, and I'm pretty sure there was water. Because I didn't initially, wherever it was, I didn't initially notice it. It was like sort of when I was backtracking back through again that I saw it on the way out. And I had to go through this like 3 times. Why is the encounter being so annoying right now? So there's definitely no sort of thin corridors on here. Must be somewhere else. Wow. Let's just check there's no random NPCs, I guess. I'm gonna go around. I don't know if I went around here since it got destroyed. I want to go to regardless, I want to go to the military barracks. think that's a lead to one of the keys. Should probably double check in these pubs actually, just in case. Well, the rapping noise was you clutching the controller and mashing the buttons. Oh no. I don't know, it was that loud. That was me getting a throat sweet. Bastard. Hey, Legion, how's it going? I'm currently lost. Which is, yeah. We can still do it. He's gonna stay here. I think I talked to him last time actually as well at the end. Leo's still recovering in the inn, isn't he? In that lady's, well, yeah, in the inn. They haven't got any new dialogue. We can still do it. The points are nearly there. I think, was it 10,000 more now? 5 more people, 2,000 points. And I could play Breath of Fire. Something happened at the Church of I mean, maybe it was in the Church of Healing where this gate is that I'm thinking of, but don't remember. Let's check the inn though. This is the inn, isn't it? Leo's resting up on the 2nd floor. Leave his care to me. I'd like to talk to Leo because I feel like he should have a key. 'Cause I don't think I got anything out of helping him, which just seems a bit odd. I mean, other than peace of mind that he's not dead, but I don't feel like we got anything for doing it, like story-wise. Am I going the right way now? I'm tempted to double check back in here. No, nothing from you. How are you anyway, Legion? What have you been up to? Everybody's left the town. Except for you. I've been back on Legend of Heroes 3 the last night, playing it offline. Getting quite back into it now. I think I'm about 3/4 of the way through it. I'm focusing on getting that finished. I'm probably going to have a good crack at it tomorrow. By myself in the day. I mean, I say this, but I never do anything on the weekends. I stay up late on Twitch. See, this is the gate for... Oh, this is Ambrosia Castle. Which we, as far as I know, still can't do anything here. Let's double check this isn't open. It's locked. It was locked before. It's still locked. Ominous red sky. That was already present earlier and I hadn't noticed. No, I mean this is the central town that's come under attack. So it does seem sort of fine, but I'm wondering. You never know if we're going to leave this realm, so to speak, because there's supposedly a gate that's connecting this world with the other. So who knows if we'll end up going to the other world. I can't imagine there'll be too much left though. Whoa. I think I said that before. I think I forget this enemy and then it appears. We have started to have repeats. Yeah, I'm slowly getting through Legend of Heroes now. I think I'm just going to try and get that done tomorrow. But usually my weekends consist of I stay up late, I wake up late, I then doss about, kind of do some chores, don't get a lot done. Make some vocabulary cards or whatever from whatever I streamed the night before. Well, they're saying that the last stream of this, there was like 2 words. Because there's barely any dialogue, just dungeon crawling. See, this I didn't really follow last time, actually. I don't think I really still don't, really. I think, because he's like saying a half sentence, but I think he's saying like, just where on earth is the king? We've gathered the whole army and are conducting a manhunt. We dispatched some soldiers to our mock fortress, however, we haven't heard from them. And that's because they all died. See, here we go. This is the hint. The king has the... He left. He's gone missing with the key for the key of the, with the symbol of the fang on it. I don't know where he would be. Don't suppose Demius has kidnapped him. I mean, somebody said that he's been imprisoned. That was hinted at. The girl that we rescued. She hinted that the king... Well, actually, her father hinted that the king was imprisoned. But I don't know where. I think we need to find the king, though, anyway. That's wonky. But what about the rest? Check nobody's there. I'm going to pop back in the Church of Healing just to see if it jogs a memory. But we already got a key from there, so I can't imagine there'd be two. I mean, I would think the king would be in the fortress, because that would be why Demius went there. And maybe the fortress is actually where the goat's thingy was, the gate that I can't remember. And maybe it's behind that. Maybe I got the key for it and I've just forgotten. Oh, please. See, here's the Church of Healing. The basement had that ugly monster. I don't think there's anything to do there. I'm not sure there's anything to do anywhere in this town. The encounter rate is starting to annoy me, even though it's turned down. Oh, what's that little room at the very, very bottom? on a sidestep. So this is the Church of this is the Church of Knowledge, I think, but it's broken. We can't get in. I'm assuming it is, because that's where she was going to when we first met her. She got attacked by then again, though, she lives out of town, I think, somewhere. Levels up, learns recovery. It's kind of weird that they all learn magic. Yeah, let's try that tiny room at the bottom. I don't remember what it is. Oh! I need to remember that this exists. It's locked, whatever it is, but we've never been in it. Remember that there's... I can't really figure out what's on that thing though. Oh, not these things. Hey, did we always have the Hellfire spell? That's new. Have I used this? Let's try Hellfire. Melissa got anything new? She's got Hellfire as well. And Explosion. Oh my, what? You killed it. I thought they were used to be like kind of immune to physical hits almost. We'll look at Hellfire in a moment. Oh, for fuck's sake, I can't go through there. Can I teleport? Because I don't want to walk all the way back. No, because it's not considered a dungeon. Balls. Oh, it's going to take... This music is how I feel right now. Weep, weep. Would be much easier with a mini-map. Is this just the back of the castle? Yep. Ooh, I like that one. Let's do that magic. Oh, nothing's living long enough to see the Hellfire spell. She keeps going last. Well, anyway, there's definitely nothing else to do in this city as far as I can tell. There's not even a defend command. There we go. Ooh. That's nice. That scream startles me every time. What scream? In this music? Don't want to be in the castle. Some attack or spell with a ghoulish yell. Oh, I think it's the breath attack that that enemy does. Let's leave. Oh my god. Just killed you. You had to get one more little attack in on the way out, didn't you? I was actually tempted to hit the reset button and just load my save to get back here quicker, but I guess we have gained some levels and money. Not that I'm particularly in danger of losing anytime soon. Right, where could it be? It was, I remember where it was. It was the fortress. But before I went into the fortress, there was an underground passageway to get to the fortress. That's where the goat thing was. Just gotta try and remember where the boat is. Is this way? That's the warehouse, but that is where I want to go actually. Is it here? There. It was here, it's there in the bottom right hand corner. This is what I was confusing it with the other sewer earlier. It's a bit of a bugger, like trying to remember this. I feel like kind of a bit chuffed with myself for remembering and piecing all this together, because there's not really been any hint other than the king's missing. Nobody said where. And like I said, I actually missed this door originally. Here we are. Now, can I actually open it? So on the, what do you call it, the iron bar things, there's a symbol of a goat. There we go. I do have the key. It'd be nice if I could see an item list. This uses the gate with the symbol of the goat on it and opens the gate. Not the gate with the symbol, the key. So I bet the king's in here. Wait, what did that say? I didn't read the location area. Let me look again. Oh, it's still the underground sewers. Okay. Hero Dyke. Tempted to never turn the encounter rate back up again. Seems to be no point. Imagine playing it on the highest encounter rate. It's not like it would make the game harder. Probably make the game even easier, because you'd end up even more overpowered. Silver Mail. It's not an upgrade. I already have one as well, apparently. She's wearing one already. It's not an upgrade for him. And you can't wear it, so that was great. Thanks. Choices. Ugh, Majura. Like a spider. Don't like that. Yeah, kill it. I don't know how to see its animations. A lot of ways to go now. Getting mazy again. Magic stone. Can't believe how much those magic stones are worth as well, like 6,000 or something. At this point, like, I don't even need money. Look at an insane amount of money now. 109,000. There was another RPG I played a while ago that just was put. Whoa, that's cool. I can't catch the name. Skirachi. You're rich and nothing to spend it on. Hey girl, how are you? Yeah, not now really, no. Wasn't there something else I played recently and I had money and nothing to spend it on? I don't know if it was on Twitch though. But yeah, it was just one of those stupid things. Oh, Alundra. The original Alundra. You get to a point in that game really quickly where you have nothing to spend money on. Oh my god. There's a corpse on the floor. I hope it's not the king's. Kinda need him. Well, we only need a key actually. So we don't really need him alive. Harsh but true. Glad it's Friday as always, yeah. Wish it could be Friday evening every day. Or better still, just Saturday forever. So I'm usually too tired on talk of the devil. Usually too tired on Fridays to actually make the most of it. Perpetual Saturday. Ouch. What have you been playing lately? Do you play a lot of retro games still? Oh, somebody's held inside there. Yes. So can we do something about it? But what is that all about? You know, when I get doubtful, this is when I want to just check things up. Yeah, somebody's like held in there. But like, okay, so we're gonna let them out, see who it is. Could be the king. Oh. Oh, somebody's in there. Oh, maybe they're false. What's the word? Red herrings. Somebody's held in here too, but you're not the king. Got some I haven't played much recently. Did play Totally Rad. No idea about that. What sort of game is that? Really don't know NES games. Except the really big ones. And then a couple that I've seen people stream that I want to play. I've seen bits of, well, I've seen all of in different places, but I don't really remember. Hey Jamesy, how are you? Congratulations on Alien 3. Godslayer, isn't it? What is it? Crystallis. Seen a lot of that, but I didn't really pay attention to the story. I just sort of was like chatting to the streamer and watching bits of it and boss fights and stuff, but I didn't really take in the plot, so I could still probably enjoy it quite fresh. And it was quite a while ago now, but that looked good. I like the music's very nostalgic for me, even though I've never played it. Late NES platformer, you get magic and can heal or transform. Otherwise, it isn't anything too special. Have a look. Magic John, and yes. See, I just don't know half this stuff. Sometimes NES art can be really nice. I guess because it's a late one. In fact, actually, no, I think I've seen a Japanese streamer stream a bit of this. There's another game on the NES that I wanted to play. Is there one called Faria? I should check while I Google open. I don't know if it has an English name or not. Faria, a world of mystery and danger. I want to play that. I don't remember why. I don't remember what it is. But yeah, for some reason I want to play that. I think it's just an action RPG, but maybe somebody made it that I care about. I don't know. Gotta try it someday. The localization gave it extreme surfer dude vibes. If you look at Sweet Home, start with it feels like controlling 5 marionettes all at once. I've heard it's very easy to soft lock yourself on that at certain points. I know Barley Bat was playing it. I think it's quite rough going as well. Neon Arcade played some of it too, I think. Action RPG is most what I know about it. Because it has permadeath, I think, doesn't it? So if like one of your party members dies, I think mostly as a plot point, maybe not in combat, I might be wrong. But I think they're just gone forever, like if they fall into a trap or something. Which is a bit jank. Depends how long the game is though, you know, if it's got like replay value, then I guess it's alright. Speaking of which, well, not speaking of which because I've forgotten. It jogged to memory a moment ago, but it's gone. Permadeath? Oh! There's a game that I want to play. 95%, thank you Damien. Almost there. 8,000 more. The horror game, I think the game allows for losing some counts. You can get replicas of their unique items that aren't as good, but losing counts eventually space is rough as it is. Ah, so it does have some sort of extra chances then. So the other game that I want to play is, it's like, what is it? La Place Nomad? Can't remember now. It's a horror game anyway. It's on, I don't remember what it's on. PC Engine? La Place Steam. That's, I think so. I think that's the fan translation name, is it? Thank you for the points. This keeps going on. I think it's La Place Nomad in Japanese. Just don't know. It's just like La Place is evil, I guess. Ooh. It's the corpse of a guardsman lying on the floor. Seems that he carried out his duty loyally to the end. Ah, here we go. So that's why it was just saying about those people being in things. We can't open the gates. Thank you for the points. So from the corpse, Finn took the key to the jails. But where specifically? Does that just say from his back? Why would you take it from his back? His lower back? His waist, it could, yeah, his waist I guess could be too. It's interesting to know. Lower back, waist. You got the key for the jail, so I guess we can go rescue those people now. Annoying I came this way last, but that's how RPGs go. It's a bit of an odd jail, isn't it? 3 random cells in a whole sewers underground. I guess it's not really technically a jail, but multi-purpose. Doo-doo. But that's sort of horror-ish, isn't it? Gotta do progression last, else you might miss a chest that has some trash healing in it. I know, but if this is a... I do like to play it that way, but I could have just got the key and still gone back, so I'm going to have to double back on myself now. Silver ring? What's that do? It's just it's an accessory, it's a ring. Okay, but what does it do? What? Doesn't appear to do anything. I hate when games don't tell you stuff. Like, what's the secret? I'm gonna Google it. What? Oh god, I can't remember what that site was now. Let's see. It's still in my browser history. I think it is. That That's not the website. Ah, here we are. What is it? Silver ring? Silver ring. According to this guide, the silver ring is just a ring, and it appears to do nothing. So that's fun. And according to this item list, there are only 5 accessories in the entire game, and I have 4 of them already, so that kind of gives me an indication of how much perhaps is left. No, actually, I have all of them. By the look, yeah, oh wow. Slight spoilers here, not story spoilers, but just looking at the list of armor. I think I have almost everything. In fact, I think I do have everything. So maybe this is going towards the end. Looks like there's not too much left on the item lists. Perhaps there won't be tons more of video game. It's a shame. Everybody's got rings on, yeah. Probably will just be a case of these next 2 dungeons and then coming to some sort of conclusion. Probably finish it this weekend then, if not tonight, tomorrow. What to play next though, is the question there. Another RPG. I have a lot of RPGs. Is there a gate? Is that a gate at the bottom there too? Something from the Mega Drive redeems? I mean, Mega Drive I'm sort of considering as separate anyway. Once I finish what you call it, Sink or Swim, Man Overboard, I'm probably gonna do a redeem game. I might do. I'm thinking of doing Gemfire. I just need to be. The problem with Gemfire is I just need to sit down and be asked to read the bloody manual. Because it's a strategy game, so it's complicated. I need to know how to play it. But I think I'm gonna do Gemfire because Doan requested that ages ago. Oh, he's dead, isn't he? And I still haven't got around to it yet. But I am going to start going through the redeem games. I want to do Gemfire. I want to do I need to do Back to the Future 3. I need to do Flicky. Flicky needs to go. I'm sick of it. I just need to stop pissing around, like jumping between it. And actually just focus on how I'm good. Because every time I leave it, I then forget how to play. So that's the problem with. I'm sort of learning my lesson not to bounce between games so much because I never get them finished because I forget how to do them. But no, I was more just thinking about PlayStation or Saturn to do something left. I like playing these games on the weekend because I have a lot more time for it. Mega Drive I tend to like to do in the week. That's definitely the king, so I think we'll talk to him last. Flicky's too hard, it is. I think it's impossible, but it's just I'm gonna have to memorize the level layouts. We got sick of completing games from what I've seen. But I think you've missed my worst ways. I mean, there's some people that remember me playing Dark Cloud. Whoops. And 3D Dot Heroes. What else have I not finished? There's quite a few Mega Drive games that I've played bits of and not actually gone through, and then just changed to something else for a bit. Too simultaneously, yeah. It is nice to focus on a game or two though, because then I can just go live and I don't have to think about what I'm doing. But the reason I do like to have a couple at the same time is because, especially with like playing a Japanese one, There are those evenings when I want to stream something, but I just can't be arsed. I want to play something that doesn't have any thinking or language or whatever. So it's nice to have those games on the side too. I mean, I'd like to have done more. I was hoping to do like the Summoner 2 and my PAL PlayStation stuff, but then my PS2 died. Because I was really looking forward to playing Kingsley's Adventure and Taifu Wrath of the Tiger and the Soul Reaver series. And Tomb Raider, The Angel of Darkness, so I can't play any of those now. So I need to get a replacement laser or a whole unit, I don't know. See, I wonder if I can get a cheap one while I'm at home at Christmas, but... Anyway, this guy, we have, open the door with a key. Oh, he's got a portrait? Oh, maybe he is the king. Oh. And here was me thinking the old guy would be the king. That would explain why she's probably in love with him, that girl then. So inside the jail is a little bit of a plump young man. You know, is he that plump? It's the new king. Oh, I suppose that would make sense then if he's a new king. He would be rather young. It's the new king that was sealed away, whatever the word is, imprisoned by the vice priest Demius. If he's plump, oh my god. Oh, story time. That's not your voice. Was that really your voice? He said, I'm so glad, I thought I was going to die of starvation, but you sound like you're about, like, 50. I'm very suspicious. So the new king looked uneasy after hearing of the situation. Ambrose is in danger. What did he say? She don't like him, but I'm not sure why. But neither did the other guy. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, okay. So he said Ambrose. So he's being cowardly. So he said Ambrose is in danger. Oh, I guess I should then ask the Duke, whatever his face was, to shelter me. And now she's like, you little, and he's gagging her because she's about to kick off, which is what the Duke's son said in that last cutscene a bit ago. He said that the king would probably not return to Ambrose because he's a coward, basically. It turns out it's true. Anyway, Greystone's gagged Melissa. The king kind of turned his head down, looking a bit ashamed of himself. I'm still not sure why he sounds so old. I was looking at my PS2, it was solid. PS1 needed a laser change. See, I've had two PS2s. My fat went, and then my slim's now gone. But my slim stopped reading dual layer discs ages ago. I bet this is going to be a demon. You would think that's the king, and I bet so you'll let him out, and oh, it's not the king. Oh. Oh. So inside this jail, this old man is actually the priest chief of the Church of Sorcery. So the vice priest has locked him away. Seems that the vice priest Demius locked him up. That bastard Demius. What is that? Pitiful. Yeah, like pathetic, miserable. I want to check something else. Oh, so Risp held the old man's hand, and he quietly gave her a key. We got the pentagram key, which makes sense. So now there's just one more key to get. I guess we could just teleport out. Or not. We can't use it here. Guess we're walking. Although this means that we got both keys, I think, now. Plot might happen. Yeah, that's what I'm suspecting too. That, or it's the location. Like maybe another time the plot happened, and it's just a safe lot for any occasion. But I do think something's going to happen on the way out with the king. Because I mean, at some point the king's got to give us a key. I'm guessing. Ability. So I was looking up this word that was confusing me. So I think that old man, not that it really matters that much, but I think he basically said Demius is a pitiful man who doesn't know my power or my ability. And yet you're in a jail. Unless he said you. He might say you, actually, but... why have I ended up this way? Hey, Fishy Ash. We just got another key. I was a bit lost what to do, but I found the other keys now. We've actually found all sorts. I don't know how invested you are in the plot, but we just found the king, and he's a total wuss. Also a bit plump. Has the voice of like a 50-year-old, despite looking like he's about 25. His voice actually sounds like his voice sounds like the narrator of the prologue of the game. If it's intentional. Stop another way forward. After about an hour of stumbling. And then we've just found the leader of the Church of Sorcery, the real leader, who has been thrown into jail here by the vice chief of the Church of Sorcery. But I suspect that the vice chief is actually being used as well and didn't realise. I mean, still think he's a bit of a git, but I think he has been betrayed too. Baldur's Gate 3 last night. Is that just come out or something? I thought it was already out, but I've suddenly heard a few people talking about that. I thought it came out ages ago. Just came out. I saw it trending or something. I didn't know if it was just like DLC or something. Oh, it's the demo then. Can we teleport from here, perhaps? Although we're so close, may as well just walk. Do 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 do. I wish they would make more games like this these days, with this sort of dark fantasy sci-fi mix. Maybe they do, I just don't know. But it's also just the graphics and the style that I like too. And the way the story is told, instead of being all like big cutscene, like 3D cutscenes. I like the stills and the voice acting. Let's go. Like a first-person blobber. I mean, that too, maybe. But I mean, there's a wizardry game, a new wizardry game, isn't there? I think. I don't know if wizardry is known for its story. I really would like to get into the wizardry series and see what it's all about, but some of them are a bit expensive, and I don't know where to begin with them. There's a couple on the Saturn and the PlayStation that would appeal more than others, I think. The Japanese ones interest me. There's some like remakes of the first ones, I think, too. Right, let's save the game because it's been a hot minute. What am I supposed to do with the king, though? Are we supposed to go somewhere? Are we supposed to actually take him to the Earl's house? I've no idea about Wizardry as a series, though. I wonder if they have... If they don't really have any story, I'm not sure how much I would enjoy them. So I do need a story. I can't just have pure dungeon crawling. Just a little bit of story would do. Blue skies flying through. Well, this town's fine. This is the place to be. The world's ending. Just come here. What's one of those play for the series order types of people? Gonna skip 4. Why skip 4? I'm a play for the order people too, but with Wizardry I think you pretty much can't unless you want to put up with a load of nonsense. Because I mean, is it the first 3 games are really old? Very, very, very bare bones. Thank you for the bit. Bit out of the blue. That's very kind, Techie Rob. 800 bits, thank you very much. Wizardry 4 is a bit of an outlier. It's absurdly difficult and doesn't play like the other ones. You play as the main villain on the first game, so when enemies fight for you. That sounds cool. Plan to get meetings, throwing a few coins into the shmup pot. You're naughty. I will add it. I was thinking of making a shmup pot again, actually. Just not as an obligation or anything, but just as a passive thing. I kind of like to just sort of visually show where stuff's going anyway. I already mentioned to you earlier, but I think the next one I've got my sights on is so I want to get Sexy Parodius. So, although I'd say if there's any sort of a particular recommendations that aren't grossly expensive, I could be swayed. But I do think I want Sexy Parodius. I've been close. There's 2 copies at the moment. They're still a bit more than I want to pay, but because there's 2 of them and they're both the same price, they kind of keep going down, if you know what I mean, like competing with each other. So I'm just sitting and watching. The minute one of them sells, then I'll have to make a decision, I think. But they both look reasonable condition. But I really, really like the Saturn version. Well, not version, because it's just a port, but I really like that collection of the 2 Parodius games that I have on the Saturn. Was it Gokujo Parodius and Parodius Dart? Which is the first 2 games. So, I already know I like the series. How bad can Sexy Parodius be? If you already like them. Oh, let's go to the dungeon, or go and pop in and see the Earl. Although I think I need to sneeze now. The very first room, you're in a room, you can't escape. You have a pentagram summon minions. And to escape, a specific minion has to cast a specific spell that reveals the way out. If you do not summon the minion, you will not leave the room. Is that the first wizardry game? This is Wizardry 4. That sounds fun. Told the game was too easy by Sweeties. Sweaties. But there's some remakes that I would probably give a go. Do you think we're supposed to be coming here? Glyphix, thank you for the resub. How are you? Woo woo. Very much. Basically, it's designed to be an ultra challenging game for the experts who wanted more of a challenge from Wizardry 1 to 3. So I've been away from Twitch for a bit. Hope you are well. I've been good. Did you see? It's you that I was talking to. I was just wondering because I try and remember like who I say what to and who talks about what. But oh, somebody's anonymous gifter has given Barley Bap a sub. Thank you very much. And you've triggered the hype train. Choo choo. But yeah, thank you. What was I saying? Yeah, I try my best to remember who's who, and I hope I don't ever confuse things. But you know, there's a lot of people I do talk to on Twitch. But I'm pretty sure we were talking about Wonder Boy in the past. Am I right? Did you see? I have Monster Boy finally. I finally got myself a little copy of it. My meager contribution towards Hype Train, so I don't really involve around. No, 5 is better than 0. Oh! Take it, behave. Tofu gets a sub. Thank you very much. You love Wonder Boy. Monster Boy is solid. I'm very excited to play it. I'm not very keen on the font though. I don't know about you, but it's very small. I'm trying to remember where the Duke's thingy was. Oh, shit. I just left the area. I want to go back to the room where the Duke supposedly was. Just because that's the king said he wants to be hidden by the Duke, so I'm going to take him there. But this game doesn't always identify stuff very well. It was on the second floor, which I thought I went to, but that just seemed to be the... I think I went into the basement instead. East. This should be the room. It seems that nobody's there. Well, bugger. That's a nice painting, though. I don't think I noticed that. Ouch. Let's just leave then. What am I supposed to do with this king? I think I would try to play a dungeon crawler where you have to map everything, and Wizardry 1 seems like a decent game to try this out on. Well, it probably, yeah. I like games like this, though, that include the map in it. I've always thought that's nice, myself. I don't know what to do. Well, let's just go to the last dungeon and have a look around. We can worry about the final dungeon afterwards. The king, unless the king will open it for me right now. Let's see. Maybe he'll just be like, "Oh, you need this door opening? Fine." Although I can't imagine that the king's going to want to come with us into the dungeon, is he? Nope. Maybe we have to go back to the barracks. We'll worry about it later. Bust out that grid paper. I've never done that, you know. It's really tempting. It's Rat Clown Car was showing me this computer program you can use, which is quite interesting because I thought it would be fun for a stream, but I don't think I'd be bothered with the admin of clicking on it all the time. Because I was thinking about doing that for when I do Fantasy Star on the Mega Drive, but I might just use FantasyStarCave.com's maps. Call it a day. Okay, so here we are. 4k away from says Odyssey. If anybody hasn't thrown points at it today, that's right. Yes, if you've got any points, do. Any dungeon crawlers that didn't have maps, just download an app. Techie Rob! Stop! I'm getting modesty overload, thank you very much. It's very, very generous of you. And another cheeky 100 as I'm still speaking. And we've completed that level of the hype train. SNES Odyssey. Oh, did it go? Have we completed the thing as well? The real hype is the SNES Odyssey. Is it done? Oh, almost. 2,000. Actually, 1,300. Wouldn't it be sad to lose then? It's not finished. There's still a little bit more. 1,268. You're gonna... Grid paper might be a bit too cumbersome for me. Depends on how expensive the grid cartographer is. I should have made this shmup pot for tonight. I just decided to go live instead. There'll be no pot left. I will make a mental note and I'll start it off with it already included. Now it's complete. Oh, is it? Was it when I looked? We have 2 hours to go. Oh, it is! Yay! We can have SNES fun time. What SNES game should we start with? I was leaning towards
What a
Twitch
great
behind,
car.
maybe, yeah. When I clicked on my phone, it still said there was some left.
Yes.
After all the conversations of Breath of Fire, I was considering starting Breath of Fire 1. Thank you for the star, gentle uterus. It has definitely spurred me on. In the dungeon of the pentagram. What do you reckon then, Techie Rob? Sexy Parodius, does that sound good? I need to finish the first 2 Parodius games properly on stream as well, though. I definitely want to get those. There's the other one too, but I'm more interested in Sexy Parodius at the moment. Saturn Shmup for Saturn Shmup. Is it on the SNES? The other ones are though, aren't they? I want to play them on the SNES too, just to see. But the Saturn versions are pretty much arcade perfect. I don't think Sexy Parodius is on the Super Nintendo though. I think it's only. I think the SNES has 2 Parodius games. It's got. Is it GQ? Not GQ. Yeah, GQ Shaberi Parodius, which is like the talking one, which is weird because I don't think the SNES one actually talks that much. The Saturn one does. I want that one too, but the reason I'm sort of going after Sexy Parodius is the Sexy Parodius is the more expensive one, so I want to get it before it becomes out of my price range completely. Whereas the other one's still sat at a lower price for now. Otherwise I would probably get them in order. Mademoiselle? If you say so. I have played. I think it's. I don't remember the names though. I think it's Gokujo Parodius I've played on the Super Nintendo. Maybe there's 3. Which one did Tofu play? But they're just like downscaled versions, the SNES ones, aren't they? The Saturn versions are, as far as I'm aware, like basically arcade perfect. I mean, the PlayStation 2, but the Saturn is a bit better at running them, I think. And the controller is nicer. But for SNES, yeah, I'm thinking Breath of Fire maybe. Or just not an RPG. Something else, and then Breath of Fire. Thank you very much for the hype train. That's a very kind and anonymous gifter. Whoa, that's a cool spell. Sexy Parodius is very good. Got an English Konami license I'm going to appreciate. Yeah. The first one, like if anybody's ever interested, but the first Parodius game on the Saturn has managed to stay relatively cheap for forever. And I honestly think it's a really good... Oh, now Twitch is telling me about the SNES Odyssey. It's a really good collection. Because you get 2 games, you get a lot of value. Both of them, there's the Twinbee one as well. The Twinbee Saturn games and PlayStation 1 games has 2 Twinbee arcade games on, and then the Parodius one has 2 Parodius games on it too. So you get a lot out of it, and they're very cheap. Like the Twinbee ones, about 10 quid at the most, depending on if you shop around, 5 to 10 pounds, and you get 2 Twinbee games that are almost arcade. SNES games you have, I'm just going to play them all. Bit like Mega Drive. How far can be this long? It's a long SNES RPG. Is it? I don't remember it being that long. I played it on the Game Boy Advance, but it was a long, long, long time ago. Not sure how the SNES Odyssey works. So it's just me going through everything in the library, informally. Bajira, a bit like Mega Drive. It's not like Saturn and PlayStation, which is actually what is in my backlog on my shelf. Snap up Gradius 5. Oh yeah. The thing is with like some of those ones though, I'll make an exception for Gradius 5 because it does sound good and I kind of it's part of a franchise and you've recommended it, but it's the same with Dreamcast. I'm aware that there's stuff on Dreamcast that I should get, but I don't want to look, I don't want to know, do you know what I mean? Because I know that there's going to be a lot of stuff I want, so I'm kind of ignorance is bliss with the Dreamcast at the moment. I don't want to know what I might want on the Dreamcast. And I'm sort of the same way with the PlayStation 2, so I haven't really looked into it too much. I focus on my RPGs, but that's it. But Saturn and PlayStation, I know the library very well now. I know a lot of the stuff that's available on the Saturn and the PlayStation, and I know the majority of what I want. Because I don't want the whole library. I mean, if you were giving it to me for nothing, yeah, I'll take it, but I absolutely don't want the entire PlayStation library. There's a lot of crap. There's a real lot of crap on the PlayStation because it's huge. But I already have a ton of stuff that I want anyway. Stuff like this. This is stuff that I want. This is a great purchase for how much fun it's given me. But no, the whole thing, Fishy Ashes, originally, as well as just playing random games, I've mostly been focusing on doing Mega Drive stuff, playing the entire Mega Drive library, because usually I get sort of... I always found in the past when it came to the Mega Drive stuff, like I love Mega Drive, but I just would play the same games over and over again and not play anything new, so just keep playing like Streets of Rage 2 and Sonic and Story of 4 and what else, Shadow Dancer, and not play anything else. So I decided to just play them all and find out what's good and what's not good. Because there was games like Rocket Knight Adventures, which I always cite this one, but I think it's a really good example. I've had the chance to play Rocket Knight Adventures for about 20 years and I still haven't played it, and now I finally played it, thought it was wonderful, and it's like, why didn't I ever bother playing this before? But it's just like I was just saving it for this rainy day that wasn't coming. So now I'm just going through them all. I mean, I'd love to do it with the PlayStation and the Saturn, but I don't think I have enough years in my life to play the PlayStation library, and also with it being disc-based, I don't really have a good solution, and I'm certainly not going to hunt down the entire library. Rocket Knight, Man oh Man, the ending sequence seems really rough. It appears rough, it's not as bad when you get on with it. What is Proteus and why is it sexy? Proteus is a parody shoot 'em up based on Gradius. It's by Konami and it's sort of using Gradius mechanics and similar style, but it's a parody game, and so it has a lot of weird, bizarre humor and enemy designs and level designs and stuff, and there's 4 Parodius games, and they all are on the Saturn in some shape or form. There's also a spin-off called Parodius Wars, which I want to get for the PlayStation 1. In fact, I think there's a Parodius game that's older. There's 5 Parodius games, I think. So I think there's a really old one that's only on like computers or something. I'm not even sure if it's a shooter. But yeah, I wish Konami would like bring stuff like that back. You know, like they're bringing Silent Hill back. I wish they'd bring like Gradius and Parodius back. Some of their classics. Even Rocket Knight Adventures. Although technically they did on the PlayStation 3. But yeah, you'd think that there'd be a new Parodius by now. Especially with the resurgence and popularity of this style of game, like retro stuff. But yeah, the Mega Drive is quite strict. Like, I'm actually trying to work through all the Mega Drive stuff, even the jank, even the sports games, even whatever. Super Nintendo wise, it's more just a case of I want to play a lot of really good Super Nintendo games, stuff that I've never played before. Maybe mediocre stuff. Since Sarah with a raid. Sorry, I was singing at you. Thank you very much. How are you? What were you streaming today? I didn't even see. Oh no, it was Dragon Ball, wasn't it? Hello, Zelda fan. The Silent Hill thing was odd. It sounded as though Sony were doing the development. It was just a case of Konami pimping out the licenses. Right? Yeah, really. It's Silent Hill's being done by the team that did Layers of Fear, isn't it? Well, they actually did. They did Silent Hill. Didn't they do one of the Silent Hills later ones? Shattered Memories. Can't remember now. Can't say I'm too fussed, to be honest. Sincera Rain. Hello, Salaris. Actually, really fun fighter RPG. It kind of looked good. I used to play the two-player Beat Fighter game on the PlayStation 2. But yeah, so with the Super Nintendo, I'm just more having a bit of fun. I mean, it's the same with this, really. This similar mentality, except the Super Nintendo, I'll play a lot more random, but potentially bad stuff. But I decided to just count it. Like I'm counting this. This is like PlayStation Odyssey #1. It's like just in case, you know, in 10 years' time, I'm still doing Twitch and I decide, oh, I'm going to do the PlayStation library. We won't need to replay Boundary Gate. You know, it's already considered done. But it's an informal thing. Mega Drive is formal. I'm going through it all. Super Nintendo is semi-formal, and this is very informal. Is the point. Because Super Nintendo, there's a lot of stuff that I don't want to play in a hurry. Like, I don't want to play the Super Nintendo version of like FIFA 94, which is also on the Mega Drive or something. Do you know what I mean? There's not a lot that's appealing to me about that. The sports games, exactly. So to answer to your question, how do you choose the games? Do you use a wheel, or does someone just recommend the game for you to play? So sort of a bit of both. Like, I'm a bit flexible with it. I'm very behind. Stuff has not really worked out as well lately because I've been sort of just a bit selfish and playing what I wanted to play. But we do have a channel redeem thing. I had to increase the points because people were picking too many games and I couldn't get through them fast enough. But we do have a redeem thing if you want to use points to bump up. It's not an instant thing, but it'll bump up a Mega Drive game higher up the list than I probably would have got to it otherwise. But there's certain games that I don't allow to be chosen. I haven't made a proper list for people to read though, so I'll just tell you verbally. But some games like Sonic, I don't let people choose Sonic. Crusader of Senti. Just special games like Crusader is not one that I'm going to let people choose. Isn't it you that likes Light Crusader as well, Barface? I'm keeping them to milestone games because I'm sort of conscious, like the problem is when you let people choose games, we've generally had good choices so far though, but there's a tendency that people pick two extremes. They either pick like absolute shite or the best thing ever, and then you end up with just tons, and like not shite as in like mediocre boring stuff like sports stuff, but like Chakan for example, which has already been chosen obviously. And that's why we played it. Mecha Lavos chose Chakam. But then people will choose all the best stuff like the Shinobis and the Streets of Rages and the Sonics and the Fantasy Stars and all that stuff, and then you're just left with a ton of sports games and nothing else. So I'll try and gently suggest that we don't pick all the great games immediately, because there's 800 games and I don't want to do like 150 outstanding games and then have 600 games of like shit left over. So yeah, I'll try and space stuff out. And then there's certain games that have significant sentimentality to me. So I want to keep those special. So for example, I haven't done Sonic 2 yet, and I'm going to save Sonic 2 for probably game 200. Is an idea that I'm having. I might do Sonic for game 200. Or, wow, I missed my 2-year anniversary. Actually, the 2-year anniversary of the Mega Drive challenge will be December of this year, so maybe I could do Sonic 2 then. I could do it on a Tuesday as well, or something, I don't know. 12-hour Mega Panel stream. There could be. You clearly don't like me that much. How many sports titles exist? The Mega Drive was pretty known for its sports titles. Since Troll Redeemed someone gave me the gift of the game, so at least humans are now. Let's see. My problem is, I don't think I would ever allow that. Or I would have to be very firm. But I don't think I would allow anybody to gift me a game because I would hate to feel obliged to have to pay it, but to play it. You know what I mean? With like some sort of monetary attack, I would feel very guilty if I don't feel, because I find it hard. If I'm not in the mood to play something, I can't force myself. Do you know what I mean? Like if it just doesn't sing to me right now, I'm very picky. So I'd be a bit. I don't mind a recommendation, but you know, it's like, oh, I'll gift it you. Play it on stream. It's like maybe I don't want to play it on stream. Maybe I don't mind to play it at my personal time, but maybe I don't want to play it on stream because some stuff is, I don't know. Some stuff works and some stuff doesn't. So it's a tough one, that is. But I mean, Mega Drive stuff, whatever. You know, it's not being gifted, so. But yeah, so the other thing is, if people aren't redeeming the Mega Drive games, I've basically just chosen them. I haven't got a real system. I originally started out with a wheel, but I use the wheel now and then just to give it a spin. But sometimes I just choose what kind of appeals to me. I mean, I think, like I was just saying, I think the best way to go into playing games is like you've got to care and like be in the mood. There's no point forcing stuff that you really don't like. Because, I mean, me as a viewer, I don't want to watch someone just like hating themselves playing something. I mean, yeah, I've played some terrible games and I didn't enjoy it. Like, Boogerman was miserable and stuff, but there was still a choice made. I don't want to be held hostage by a wheel or something. I have a few game recommendations myself. For what? So what a weird dead end that is. But yeah, so sometimes I'll spin the wheel. That helps me pick stuff. But I mean, even if I spin the wheel, like I'll play it when I'm ready to, but I'll like mentally move it up the list. Because one of the main problems for me with doing the Mega Drive games and any games is just I'm very particular with how I play my games too. I like to prepare. I like to know about the game that I'm going to play. I like to read the manual. So I can't just pick up a game and jump in immediately because I want to read the manual and know how to play it. And some games have very hefty, confusing manuals, like the strategy ones. STO? What's that? We did that, so also learned a bit of a lesson. The last time I spun the wheel, I did the wheel spin live on Twitch once, and I will probably never do it again. If I was to do a wheel spin, I would do what Barley Bap does. I would spin for the next stream, not the one that I'm doing right now, or for the future. I think that's a much better way to do a wheel spin. I'd like to incorporate it in anyway, because I do think it's fun. Oh, Star Trek Online. I've not really played a lot of online games. Only really Final Fantasy 14 and ESO. I like ESO because I like playing it by myself. It's not really how you play online games. Read the manual on stream. I do. I usually do, but it depends because if it's a strategy game, they're very long. I don't tend to read all the detailed controls, and some of them are in Japanese as well, so it can take a while. Like it took me. There's a tank strategy game that I'm going to play on the Mega Drive, and it took me a long time to read through the manual because it's full of World War II language that I don't know. So I'm glad I wouldn't read that on stream. But no, I usually do read the manuals on stream. Like when I played this game, I didn't read all the details of it, but I did pull the manual up a little bit. But yeah, so the only time I spun the wheel... Tinsera, do you remember what happened the first time I spun the wheel? I can't remember if you were here. You were definitely here not long after. The game that the wheel gave me. I guess we're going down then, not up. A lot of time you don't know, it makes it much harder, yeah. Oh, it was a right pain in the arse. I mean, to be honest, even in English I didn't know these words, and even trying to find what the English words were was very hard, because I was just reading the lore behind it all. It is how we got Mega Panel. Yeah, I spanned the wheel. The wheel was shy. It gave me Mega Panel and Populous, and I decided, well, I'll play Mega Panel. No, not Poltergeist. Poltergeist was a redeem. Runix Kaiser chose Poltergeist. Runix Kaiser chose a lot of quality games. He chose Double Dragon 1, Double Dragon 2, Double Dragon 3. He's actually redeemed Double Dragon and Battletoads, but I've not got round to it yet. He also redeemed Poltergeist. Some quality stuff from Runix Kaiser. Populous, I know. Well, that's another one of those games, because Populous is on the Super Nintendo as well. Populous is light, it's getting very, very boring. I know. I think some of those games too, like, they're better as PC games, not Mega Drive games. Same with, like, although I had a good time, but I'm really looking forward to playing Theme Park. But the lack of music bugs me. I hate games that don't have music. I hate streaming games that don't have music. Megalomania was... You played Megalomania? I played Megalomania. Nobody knows Megalomania. Thank you. Dun 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 dun. It like rips off Mars from Holst, doesn't it? It's a weird game. I was young when I played that though, I didn't really get it. My friend had it. Megalomania is, what's it called outside of the UK? It's like Tyrants Attacking Through Time or something. I always remember the cover. Megalomania. How that little shmup is hitting, did it? I don't remember that. Theme Hospital. I love Theme Hospital. Megalomania, the Live a Live Lost theme. Isn't that also in Undertale? No, Megalomania is like a strategy game. It's on the Mega Drive. Was it a Amiga game first? But my friend had it. The same friend that had like StarCraft and stuff. It was his older brother's. He didn't really understand how to play it very well though. I probably enjoy it more now. There's a clone of another game using existing sprites. I forgot if it was unclockable. It has another name in other regions. Sensible Software did some Amiga games. So, you have to make it clear it's a chatting stream with a game in the background. I really like Theme Park. I played an awful lot of Theme Park on the Mega Drive when I was younger. I've never played Theme Park on anything else. Only the Mega Drive. I'd like to get a Saturn version of Theme Park, just for curiosity. But Theme Hospital, I love Theme Hospital. I'm very, very, very tempted to get Theme Hospital for my PlayStation in Japan. I just don't want to play Theme Hospital in Japanese, but it probably doesn't really matter. But I have no other way to play it otherwise. Unless I have it on the PlayStation Network. I don't know if it would work on my Vita TV. Then I can play it in English. I have a PAL version of it from the UK PSM. I also really like Roller Coaster Tycoon. You should try it. You know, I've never ever ever played The Sims, and I always wanted to when I was younger. I thought it looked really cool. I always wanted to play it, and I remember a couple of my friends had it. I think I saw a little bit. I played a tiny bit of The Sims at a friend's house once, but I didn't have time to like really do it. Japanese release films, yeah, it is. But I guess it's just a case of how much does it matter. But I like the charm. I want the English like names and stuff, like inflating head syndrome and all that stuff. I don't like playing English games in not English. I like Town Builders, People Sims not so much. I'd always like to play the first Sims though, because it's just so like iconic. Did you ever play Age of Empires, Tin Sarah? I remember one of my friends had that. I used to watch him play bits of it. I thought it always looked good. Seemed to be some of the best versions. James released in English, played in English for me as well. Yeah. My problem is I don't have a lot of choice in the matter because I don't have access to English games. Always. Because like I said, I want to play Typhoon, Wrath of the Tiger. It didn't even come out yet. And the Legacy of Kain series is very hit and miss here. I could get Soul Reaver, but I don't think Soul Reaver has any English voice acting. I think they redubbed it. I know that they redubbed Blood Omen, and I actually low-key want to buy Blood Omen 1 in Japanese just to hear the Japanese audio track. I don't do that very often. Tyrants Fight Through Time, that's the one. It's the password Jules, and you get an asteroids card. I don't remember that. Maybe I never did it. I think, well, I mean, my main game was Civilization. I would like to get... I might at some point, because it's not very expensive, so it wouldn't be the end of the world, it wouldn't be a total waste. But there's a unique Civilization game on the PlayStation in Japan, I think. I don't think it's like totally different, but it's just like a unique port. I think a Japanese company did it. I'd be curious to see. I think it's based on the original Civilization, not Civilization 2, which is odd. Civilization 2 is on the PlayStation as well. I could be making this up though, so do fact check me. So I remember that. What was that game that we sent in, Sarah? Do you remember? I told you about that was on the PlayStation. Was it Civ? It was called Civ Wizard in Japan. Geist, but it turned out to be. I thought it was a Japanese sort of original, like magic hybrid of Civilization, but it turned out to just be a rename of some DOS game that was not Civilization. I remember you mentioned it. Yeah, I can't remember what it was now. It was like Magic and Might or something, not Might and Magic, but some sort of DOS 95 DOS game or something. Japanese version has a Japanese receptionist. I've looked at audio for Master of Magic. Is that an English game? What's the one that I'm thinking of? I have something else now. Wait, what's the game that I have that's Japanese? Is that Master of Monsters? I've got it on my PlayStation. Just peering over now. Masters of Monsters is the Japanese one, so maybe it is Master of Magic. Let me Google it, I'll tell you. Master of Monsters is on the Mega Drive. Oh, this looks like it. Yeah, I think this is it, and it was released on the PlayStation in Japan, and it was called Civ Wizard. Sometimes described as a fancy-themed spin-off of classic Civilization or sci-fi themed Master of Orion, it's proved to be quite enduring. Maybe I should just give it a go in Japanese. Learn a little bit. It looked fun. I haven't got into a strategy game like that in forever. I mean, the last strategy game I played was Warrior of Rome. Don't recommend it. Might and Magic. I get confused with Might and Magic. All of them. Ultimas, Might and Magics. Is Might and Magic the first person RPG series that's on like Super Nintendo Mega Drive as well? There's quite a few of them. Oh, this dungeon. Why do I need the urge to explore the whole floor? Some of these doors one way, they are. First person RPG series, Heroes of Might and Magic strategy game series. They're cards as well, aren't they? Did anybody ever play Civilization 2 on the PlayStation? My brother-in-law had it and played it. I played it on the PC. I don't really know how it was. I could just play it on the PC though, I think, I guess. Maybe, I don't know actually. Is it available? I have the discs, but I think they're in the UK. They probably wouldn't run on Windows 10 or whatever. My broken items, but it's fucking perilous adventure outside the first town. That's some lovely music though, what I've heard. I posted some tracks from one of them in Discord a while ago. I think it was a nighttime music from the SNES version. It was really pretty. I think it's Might and Magic 3. There's a Dungeons and Dragons game on the Mega Drive that has some interesting music. I forgot, the Warriors of the Sun or something. Looks a bit Ultima inspired. Yeah, I've forgotten now if there's an Ultima. We've had this conversation. There's no Ultima on the Mega Drive. I think it's Super Nintendo. But the DOS version, which has a soundtrack of ear-piercing bleeps. What, of Might and Magic? Console release, probably balance the grinding out too. Never tried any Civ games, artist drama I have trouble getting into. I don't play them that much, to be honest, like strategies and real-time strategies. Civilization was my crack. They're very addictive. It's the same with... It was the same with shmups, really, I guess. Like, I always kind of liked them, but I didn't realise how much I liked them until I play them. Oh, is this the way down? 4th floor. Well, that looks interesting. I still want to check the rest of this floor, though. In case there's a... Because some of the best weapons that we're using right now have come from these dungeons. Let's just check over there. But yeah, Tin Sarah would be the one to ask about strategy games. I know that she's done quite a few. You can link, but I won't be listening while I'm live. Civ 6 is really good. It looks so different. I haven't even played 5. I played a lot. I played an insane amount of Civ 2. And then I played quite a lot of Civ 3 at uni. And then I played a tiny bit. I played a bit of 4, but I never played 5. Civ had that glitch where Gandhi is somehow prone to nuke the entire world, right? Oh, which Civ was that? Was that the original or 2? Quite picky when it comes to music for games. Me too. Love my music. I'm really, really, really into video game music. I listen to it all the time these days. I don't listen to actual music anymore. I mean, I've always listened to music. I listen to music on my phone when I'm walking around, but at home now, I just listen to video game soundtracks, but mostly retro games. I find them very relaxing to listen to, and I don't need the you know, I'm gonna be really, 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 what's the word? Firm and mature and grown up, and I'm gonna leave that little square. Can you see it? Can you see that little bit there? It's killing me, but there's nothing there. We don't need to walk over there, do we? Oh, in the time I've been thinking about this, I could have been there and come back by now, but it's fine. We don't need to do it. There's nothing there. Guaranteed nothing there. How do you know? Don't say these things. You had to say it. There can't be anything there. Look at it. Oh, fuck it. Let's go. Don't judge me. Ah, that was lovely. It was worth it. This is why I will not be able to play like the Mega Nintendo series on stream. Check out Just Force. Was that the shooter? Yeah. It sounded good. Can't remember it now, but I do remember looking at it. Often prefer Klingon music. What if it's a sword of 1,000 truths? There was a single truth. There's no sword. I'd do the same. I had to give up with, I think it was the original Megami Tensei. The dungeon maps are huge and they're like 95% pointless. I looked at the map online and was just like, nah, I'm good. 60% video game music for me. I love video game music, like I said. I'm always listening to it because I find it relaxing. And the lack of like vocals helps me focus on whatever I'm doing. Mega Man Tensei has auto map. I don't know about the original. Someone might be able to let me know. But the remake that I played on the Super Nintendo has an auto map. But it's still crazy. I feel like you'd need an auto map. Those dungeons are horrendous. That was Stardust Galaxy. I don't know then, maybe I did. Ooh, Rambichi. Didn't we fight a boss version of you? Bitch. I mean, I didn't want to say. Bitch is gone. Tactics games I've been enjoying my free time have been Heroes Hour. Not Might and Magic. Light. That's better priced. But yeah, I've said this sentence about 5 times now, but I really like video game music. Now, I'm trying to go somewhere with that sentence, but I keep getting sidetracked. But that's why I'm always posting music spam in Discord of game soundtracks, and I've got really long playlists now on YouTube. There's some video game music, Ilzaban, is that all Ilzahan? That I listen to the music of and I've not even played yet. I've been really getting into listening to these YouTube long 3-4 hour videos of just like relaxing Super Nintendo music and relaxing Mega Drive music and relaxing Saturn music. I wish people would make more though, because I'm running out of tracks to find. Check out these out. I love game music. Do you know? So I wasn't going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. My copy of Raiden Project came, and I'm not very happy. The copy that I bought is just, it's not really great condition. It works, but it's a bit scratched and clearly been resurfaced. I'm just pissed because the seller said it was like new and it isn't. So I left a very sort of civilized but contempt. Is that a word? Contemptful? A message full of contempt, but very polite. Mentioned this 3 times. Is it open? Yeah. Where's my Discord? It pops through in chat now and then. There you are. Could be. We'll go with that. But yeah, so Raiden Project arrived, which is Raiden 1 and Raiden 2 on the PlayStation. If I get tired of this tonight, I might even put it on. I have it ready to go. I've already read the manual. Yeah. It was full of lore. But anyway, my point was, I was listening to Raiden earlier. The music is so good. I was very, very impressed. I'm already on board because the music's full of bops. It's got 2 soundtracks as well, an arranged version and the arcade version. Yeah, I wasn't really very thrilled about the quality of the CD. Let me have a look. Oops. If you're in, oh there you are. Let me just give you permissions. Whoa! Why when I click on my night mode is not on? It's like blinding me. I've forgotten how to do rolls. There you go. But yeah, if you want to see music, I have my my game music spam channel. If you want to post that horrible thingy, that horrible music in it, I'll listen to it later if you put it in there. My Mega Drive joypad works again. I didn't know it didn't work. What was wrong with it? The cave is a real beat. I'm gonna post some Raiden music in that at some point. Oh, Runix Kaiser, we were talking about you earlier. Did you know? Tensara was asking if Polterguy came up from spinning the wheel. I was like, no. Just you picking it. And Double Dragon 1 and Double Dragon 2 and Double Dragon 3. All those wonderful games that you redeemed. Who was I watching? I was watching G to the Next Level. Was it illegal? Technically, yes. I was watching G to the Next Level playing through Double Dragon 1 again on his A to Z of Genesis. If anybody wants to see Genesis stuff, have a check out of G to the Next Level. I always forget to shout him out when he's in here. G to the There. But yeah, he plays tons of Mega Drive stuff. He's playing every single North American release at the moment. But I watched G suffering through Double Dragon 1 again, and it brought back flashbacks of how wretched that game was. The main menu music always takes me back. It developed a fault midstream a few weeks ago, turned out to be a bit of a critter fluff clogged in the pack. When you compare the NES version of Double Dragon, don't know. If I start playing if and when I play NES games, then I'll play it very late into that list. Although I'm sure it's better. I've heard good things. I've heard it's a better game on the NES. Another good song of Destiny the Emperor was the boss battle music. Yeah, I never really got into NES soundtracks for a while, but then sort of my gateway drug was Mega Man, and I think that music's really good. Oh, the other one that I adore is, do you know the music from Final Fantasy 3? Was it called Une and Doggy or something? That's gorgeous music. Wouldn't know how to fix a fault that wasn't caused by cat fur, chewed cables or cat. Too much cats on your channel, Techie Rob. Where are my manners? I should shout you out as well. Follow Techie Rob, streamer of shooting games and what else? Just all sorts. Always something interesting happening. Usually a lot of shooting. Soon to be. Did you ever find a solution for? Oh, a monster's here. Here's a boss. Did you ever find a solution for your loopy thing that you got? The Cassie loopy. What's that game you've been playing recently? Tolero or something with a little bird? You already fight one of these things. What's Duo AE? Oh, Destiny the Emperor. I forgot that you two both like that game. As I mentioned before, I'm playing through it. So, man, some of those tunes, even the NES versions, are just amazing. Wait, you're playing through what? Oh, FF3. Oh, I just, for some reason, I think I just assumed you were playing the, Oh wait, no you are. I'm rereading what you said. I was going to say, I thought you were playing the Pixel Perfect version, but yeah, that, I'm assuming you just listened to the originals. That particular track is gorgeous. Bajera, what's this? Oh, this is the new lightning spell. Heal all. Let's do the new lightning. Sorry, it's time for me to actually pay attention to the video game that I'm playing. Do you remember that? Let's increase Finn's attack. Oh, Finn's asleep. Why is he asleep? I'll just increase your attack then. Ready for this new lightning? Boom! So cool, these magic spells. How can I heal? How can I heal sleep with that? Recovery, okay. We'll increase Finn's attack. Sounding effects in my mind. Baffled. Oh no, that's the name of it. You just explode. Let's try Hellfire. Even heal all, I want to see what that looks like. Hellfire, go. Could be better. Twilio's the precision platformer at the halfway mark. But the first 10 minutes translated. First 10 minutes of what? I got to try and do an on-the-fly translation for Loopy. It's kids' vocabulary, but still more than I can read. If you need any help, you know where to find me. I don't know about live, but if you send me a message. If there's anything crucial you need to know, like controls or something, or the manual, I don't mind taking a Rob. Just send me a DM or something. Okay, you don't pick the spells for if they're helpful or not. Yeah, I know. I just wanted to see it once or so I'll forget. I mean, I haven't used barely any of these magic spells. Ooh. We got a wand crest. We're just finding everybody's ultimate weapons at this point. I guess it is the end of the game. Yep, there's hers. Although I'm gonna do what I need to do, which is I need to check the rest of the dungeon. Wow, forgive me. Could be goodies. Probably isn't. Get out of the way, Lambici. This game would benefit from having an auto battle because I'm just mashing circle. Basically, looking at 1-1, I, Joe Monogatari, full play through is about 60 minutes, 60 to 10, so the story answers still a little while. It's a full imaginary world full of repellent vegetables. She was perfect for Pokemon gambling. I love when games give me auto options. That was how I got through most of Legend of Heroes. Speaking of Tin Sarah, you like a story-driven game, don't you? And it'd be more the method of you to play it, I guess. Whoa. It's just a big mouth with no teeth. I was just gonna recommend The Legend of Heroes 3, but you would need to get it from probably certain sources because it only came out on the PSP, not digitally, and the PSP, the English versions of the PSP games cost a bomb now. So, but I was just thinking, if you could, you still have your PSP, yeah, but you wouldn't be able to get the game. It's very expensive. But I was more thinking for you to stream it. I thought it might be nice. Here I am telling people what to stream after I just said what I said. But yeah, I just thought it's a very quaint, nice game. The thing that's nice about it is that it's, as far as I could ever tell, it's very like suitable for everyone. You can stream a game at programming using handhelds. Do. I mean, not, even if you don't stream it, just maybe you'd enjoy it. But yeah, it's as far as I can tell, it's nothing super mature in it, so you'd be able to do it. It's mostly dialogue driven. It's the one that I've been playing a lot. The English language is a little bit shaky though, but I don't think it would. It's kind of famous for having a dodgy translation, but it's not that dodgy. And what I've seen of it, it wouldn't ruin your enjoyment of it. There's just little bits of where you just sometimes it's a bit jarring. It's not necessarily very elegant. See, here I am. I can't. Who am I to criticise? I can't even speak English. Elegantly written, eloquent. I was going for two words all at once. But you'll still get the story. You'll get all the beats. Nothing's flat wrong, you know. It's just, it just feels a little bit like perhaps it was translated by a non-native speaker, but who has a very good grasp of the English language. Is how it reads to me sometimes. Like I said, I put that picture of the Discord yesterday. What was it? They are in too much agony, which it's not wrong, but would a native person would never say to be like in too much agony, because agony kind of already implies an extreme. Like agony is like extreme pain, so you don't really need extreme too much. It would be they're in too much pain, you would say, or they're in agony. But just that sort of a weirdness. It's not wrong. Yeah, exactly. Agony basically is too much pain. It's double extreme. But it's not wrong. It's not bad. It's just bitch might make you be like, oh. I mean, there was one example I found last night. I think I'm correct. I've actually messaged Barley Bath about it. I'd need to check, because I could be slightly wrong here. But there was a character who basically got cursed, and he said that very delicious. Is that wrong, though? I would say that. Very delicious. It's very delicious. I think I would say that, maybe, but my English is weird because I've lived in another country for about 13 years now, and I've spent the majority of my time speaking to not always native speakers of English. So it can be a thing, and sometimes you realise that, like, oh, maybe it's an American thing, or it's a Canadian thing, or an Australian thing. But yeah, there was this like translation. It was this character who's been cursed, and he says, I was under the impression that in Japanese he was saying that, don't worry about it, it's just a little curse. I get them all the time. Like he's kind of downplay it all. Really? Okay, for me, delicious already includes the very. Well, just my opinion, I would say not in that situation. Delicious is just, I think delicious is just a low frequency word in English compared to other languages. I think we tend to just say stuff is nice rather than delicious. It's a bit formal and stiff, I think. I wouldn't really at my friend's house say like, oh, this is really delicious. I would say like, oh, it's really nice. I think that's probably one of the things. Delicious just isn't a very commonly used word. It's super delicious, succulent, yeah. It's fucking lush. Yeah, great, nice, tasty. Don't really say delicious very often. It just feels very, oh darling, have you tried the caviar? It's delicious. Don't believe me? Ask the dishes. Feels very weird to me. Very tasty, very nice, but I mean it's a bit formal, so region can have a big effect on how stuff it comes across too, though. I mean, it's like I just said, like, oh, that tastes lush. Does that sound strange to you? Because that's sort of a UK thing, specifically Wales, I believe, say lush. Just grunt aggressively. Oh dear. But yeah, so sorry, this translation, so he gets these curses all the time, but then the English in that game just says something about he's always got this luck or something, and I think it's a mistranslation of the verb, which kind of means to stick, but it can also be used to mean to be lucky, and I think they've mistranslated it, just my opinion. But and there's sometimes weird stuff like that, but that is not going to unravel the entire plot of the video game. It's a throwaway dialogue, and it's also like not even. It's only if you talk to him again after you've found out what you need to do. It's not even in the main text. South UK definitely heard Lush. Yeah, I heard Lush. I know it's not very common to say anymore, and I do believe it does actually come from somewhere. I think it's Wales. Lush. Never heard Lush, but understand from context, yeah. Super British slang with all slang and everything. Well, that started to become fashionable, didn't it? All those Wii games like Xenoblade and stuff. British English is in for those RPGs now. Might go make another cup of coffee in a minute. Pokemon Sword kinda did it. I find it weird to hear British voices in video games. I'm not used to it. But I haven't played. There's not many games that I play in English. I played Final Fantasy 15 in English. Final Fantasy is my holiday game. It's where I want to just remember being like young and immerse myself. Like Final Fantasy 16, I'll definitely play that in English as well. I won't play it in Japanese. No interest. Final Fantasy 14, I play in English as well. Oh, I can't stand what's his face though. You know who I mean. Who's that guy? The British one. Oh god, he just waffles on. It does my head in. Can't stand the way it's written either. It's very boring to read. Oh, I can't remember. Urianger. Shut up. 14's now all British. Yeah, most of it's good. I just don't like. I don't like people that talk like thou and thus and whatever. It's fine for a gimmick for a few minutes, but you know when you read like paragraph to paragraph of like nonsense, it gets very draining. It's the same with what I really can't stand is when video games spell out accents. It does my head in. Because I just want to, if I'm reading English, I just want to scan read like quickly. Like that in Japanese. Don't know. But like Dragon Quest? Oh no. Bye Sincera. Did I miss Sincera going? Oh, sorry, I didn't see you. Be on lurk. Have a good night. Thanks for lurking. Have a good day at work. Pip pip. Toodaloo. But yeah, Dragon Quest I don't like. I played Dragon Quest 4 and they gave everybody different accents, and the Japanese, I played it in Japanese now as well, and it doesn't really have any accents. I don't mind that they made some of it Scottish, but yeah. I don't mind that they made some of it Scottish, but then they did everybody. Like, there was the whole town where everybody's supposed to sound like Russian speaking English, but like, why would they be speaking English with an accent? Do you know what I mean? Why would you be speaking English with a Russian accent? You'd just be speaking Russian. And you wouldn't, because it's Dragon Quest. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind the Scottish accent because it is an actual way that people speak, and I like the way that they put the vocabulary in it. There was another game, was it Final Fantasy 14 does Scottish a little bit too? Like, is it Ilmag? Maybe, the location. But anyway, I don't mind when they spell like stuff like I can and I done can and all that stuff, that's fine. But it's when you've got like, I'm having to actually read stuff out loud just to pass what it's saying. That's where I start getting annoying. You know, like, I think the way is to go to the left or don't. I don't know. Like, oh, I can't even do it. But it's just like, oh, stop. Just makes it very, very jarring. Right, here we go. Getting ready, there's going to be some story time. I mean, well, yeah, I wonder if they would even do it these days sometimes, but We haven't quite got there with that yet though. Like there's certain accents you can still do. Like you can still have it like Italian and French, but other accents get a bit no, don't they? When they're spelled to have an accent, yeah. It's alright, like, do a couple of words for a bit of flavour, just to give you the idea. Okay, this is an accent, but you don't need to do every single damn word for the rest of the game. Let's see. Oh, that didn't work. So here's the third terminal. And it's, yeah, still the same thing, the multiple personality, what was it, multiple personality, artificial intelligence system, pentagram. Put your hand on the plate, and she put her hand on the plate. Confirm genetic code, what's the password? To confirm the genetic code, RISP said the password, just in time for the plot. Yeah, about 3 lines. How are you, Rosie? Command accept. Terminal pentagram ceasing operation. Oh. Oh, well, that was simple and abrupt. But she basically just asked her sister, if you join me, we could basically have the whole world at our leisure. We could do anything. In fact, not just the world. And she didn't finish, but I think she was implying like the universe or whatever. And then she's like, no, we can't. You mustn't touch the boundary gate. The end. One more dungeon to go. Oh, it does tell you the location, but you have to open the menu. I thought that it'd be more sensible to put it on the map screen. It's there at the bottom. Right, can we just teleport out? I'm not walking through all this again. Good. One more dungeon before the final mega dungeon, yeah. Probably won't be finishing this tonight. These dungeons take a long time, these terminal dungeons. The maps are huge. Even if I do find the right way, like, by accident. Not bad, how are you doing? I'm good. I'm gonna go make a coffee, though, in a second, I think. Let me just leave here. And we're going to have to find how on earth to get the key for the final dungeon. My only guess is to go to the barracks, because they were looking for the king. But I don't really know. We'll head back to the main town anyway, I guess. Unless I take him to... Where could I take him? He said he wanted to ask the Duke to hide him, but I don't know where the Duke is. We'll leave that there though. I'm gonna go make a coffee, stretch my legs, have a few minutes break, and then I'll be back. Because I'd like to finish the other dungeon at least this evening. Yeah, let's all have a little rest and stretch. Dream is here. Hello, hello. How are you? Oh, shit, my microphone's on actually. It is. I rarely ever turn it off anymore. Back with coffee. Coffee, yeah, I've also scoffed a couple of Ritzers. Had a bit of a glass of water. I forget to drink when I'm streaming. I'm not much of a drinker anyway, like water and stuff. But because I'm talking so much, my throat gets dry. I'm gonna have another throat sweet. Waking up, we're about to make some food. You're having chicken for breakfast. Leftover chicken nuggets, oh my god. I've got some, I should have had those too actually. I used to do that sometimes. Do you remember when I was streaming? I think I've got deja vu of playing like Tomb Raider 2, being in Tibet. I think Dreamy was there. Big Tour was, I think. And eating chicken nuggets, trying to eat them discreetly on stream, and it wasn't working. And then I played some Deadly Premonition. Right, let's see if we can find this last key. Faint chicken nugget sounds. I'm not eating them now. This is me just trying to get got bits of Ritz stuck in my teeth. It's pissing me off. Sometimes I feel like the more you try not to make a sound, the more sound you make. Crap. Oh, I thought there was a story then. I want to save the game. I haven't saved the game in ages. Deadly Premonition, that was some weird times. But yeah, how are you, Rosie? So you sort of just popped in as I was like, oh, I'm gonna go for a break. Just in time for the plot. Let's have a look at saving the game. Nobody's there. Is that supposed to be a shield that he's holding? Oh, I guess he's got 4 arms. I was like, what? How's he holding that shield? A bit time for work, but otherwise, how's your week been? I'm knackered, to be honest. Like, I know I say it a lot, but the heat right now, it just kicks my ass. I'm very glad it's the weekend, but I'm doing some extra work on Monday, so I won't be streaming normal on Sunday. I won't be streaming late, cause if I stream at all, because I've got to go to work on Monday morning. I've only got 5 hours work on Monday, but it's got to be there for 9 is the thing. So, I don't know, I might just have a quiet evening to myself. So this is sort of why I'm pushing with this, because I'm going to stream this probably tomorrow and then that'll be it. Where's the shortcut through without having to... There we are. Yeah, I'm definitely ready for the weather to cool down a little bit. Right, let's save the... Let's save the game. Where is the king? Because he's got the key. I just wanted to save my game. Apparently we found the plot. Well, bugger. So Ash is here with the chief of the Church of Sorcery. Here we go. What's that? Put his hands on my shoulders? I guess. Leave care for Leo to us. Is this a save point? No, this is for exactly. Yeah, I wanted to save before the exposition just in case. That was the point. Oh, there's no voice acting. That's fine. That was my worry. I was worried that there was going to be voice acting, and I'd be like, oh no. Is it just me, or has he got like a tiny, tiny little mouth in the middle of his head? Anyway, he spoke to Lisp. So at the bottom of the... I feel like you should have told me this before we went. I think I've done things out of order a little bit. But yeah, he says, I think at the depths of the four labyrinths, you can head towards the truth. Thanks, we've already done 3 of them. Leo's on the second floor. Okay, well, I guess we were supposed to find the keys before we went to the dungeons, maybe, but I did them as I went. So, thanks for the advice, but I've already done it all. That old man is in like 50% of weird 90s RPGs. Well, you know, saying about the RPG's length, 24.5 hours is not... Knock off about 45 minutes for the other day when I left it idle before I went live and didn't realise. But, you know, if we were finishing the RPG soon, it looks like we're going to hit 30 hours. That's a modest length for a role-playing game, isn't it? Not short. Longer than probably Suikoden 1. I don't actually know where to go now, though. Whoop, whoop. Where's the barracks? I think it's this way and to the south. Ow. I think this is it. I'm hoping the king's gonna be here. Oh, good, yes. I don't know that word at all. If it's dumbfounded, I'm going to be really annoyed because there's 3 different kanji to spell that word and the game's used 2 of them so far. Fucking is. It's dumbfounded. Although it's a different word for dumbfounded, to be fair. It's a totally different word, not like a different spelling, so I'll let them off. But I feel like I spend all my life looking up the word dumbfounded in this game. Speechless, flabbergasted. They look at the soldiers look at the new king, flabbergasted. 30 hours is a good length, I think, but the 40-hour mark, it can get a bit... Yeah, I think, especially when I was younger, I used to want more, but... Yeah. However, I guess they soon regain their composure, standing at attention. Oh! And from the room in the back, Sheila steps forwards and embraces the king, pretty much. Wraps her arms around him, I guess. You came back after all. with his old voice, though. This is confusing because he sounds like a 50-year-old man. Oh, that kanji. Does it mean? It's like natural, isn't it? It's like. It's like. Sorry, I'm just confused. Like, you might, if you've just been joining me, we've spoke to this king before in a previous cutscene, and I'm not. Hopefully, he'll speak in a minute to confirm what I said. But he quite literally has a voice of like a 50-something-year-old man. He sounds like the narrator in the opening. So, so he basically gave Finn the key that he'd got from the commander. The key with the fang symbol, which is what we need. Go on, speak.
ご心配なく
What the fuck is that?
我々
boy?
は最後までアンブローズを守り続けます
It's not your voice. I can't. Even the way he spoke then, like he just sounded like an old man. I reckon they changed their minds, like when they cast the voice and then changed their mind. Because that's not right. What did he even just say? I can't even remember. He said, you don't need to worry, we'll do something with Ambrosia, take care of it, I guess. Here's your key. That ain't right. Ah. So the only person that can give us orders is His Royal Highness the King. Totally sounds like a grizzled wall vet. He sounds like a narrator of an RPG. Sounds like that old man that we just talked to. So they were keeping watch, I think, over the labyrinth of the symbol of the fang up until yesterday. Revival. So I think I want to work hard with the king from here on towards the revival of Ambrose. They've got their work cut out for them though, looking at the state of the place. I guess we can go to the final dungeon now then. Okay, last dungeon. Probably going to take about an hour. I probably don't need to explore every nook and cranny, but just the first two dungeons had like armor drops and stuff. Here we are. Spooky. Maybe this one will be short. It won't be. Wait, isn't that a... Which way am I facing? Oh, I'm facing south. Oh god, it's so confusing. So, the other thing that I wanted to say, if you think about what just happened then, so we supposedly rescued this cowardly king. Also, they gave us no indication that we were supposed to be bringing him back. Awesome. Because he said that he wanted to get the Duke to hide him, and that's why Melissa was getting so pissed. Nobody said anything about him actually returning to the kingdom. He just said, oh, if it's dangerous. But then the other thing was like, if supposedly he's a bit of a sheepish king that doesn't want to go back to the kingdom while it's in great peril, he literally just went through the entire labyrinth of the pentagram with us. Just because he's apparently been with us this entire time. So, should be fine. You know, we literally just spent an hour and a half in a dungeon together. What the hell is that? Bitch bass? Those bitchin' basses. Trying to uncover this as quickly as I can. I like this enemy. But yeah, back to what you were saying. I don't really... That kanji... I think it's sort of one of those older ones that was used a lot and isn't so much now in more grammatical things. It generally just means... I think it just means like similar. Like. But that's not really a good way to grasp any use for it. Because I think it's used for a lot of stuff where it's actually not written in kanji anymore. There's always really weird games as well that Xenogears is one of the ones that insisted on using kanji for the most ridiculous stuff. You find yourself looking up words just to realise it's a word that you know, but it's just not usually written in kanji. I think they were just trying to be very highbrow or something. I don't know. Stylish. Maybe sometimes it gives you that otherworldly sense, maybe too, like futuristic, I don't know. This game though, there was a sentence that was really confusing me, and it was in when we were talking about the king a couple of streams ago, and it kind of confused me because I thought it was saying like to reopen the kingdom, which kind of made sense with the context because the kingdom was under martial law, but after discussing it with Barley Bap, because I was a bit confused, I think it was like a typo because it was a synonym which can also mean to like release, and I think it was on about the king releasing the king, implying that he was in prison. And I definitely agree because of the way that the sentence was structured grammatically, but it is odd. I mean, because they're both spelled the same, like, it's an easy sort of typo to make. Those things do happen. I don't tend to always spot them, though. But I mean, it's the same in English. Play games in English and there's typos. Oh. Basement 3. Why isn't this a dead end? Is there a chat? There we go. And it is a silver shield, which I think is probably obsolete. He's already got one. She can't equip it. Oh, it's an upgrade for you, so it wasn't totally a waste of time. Hooray. Don't have anywhere near enough left, so I decided to put some dumplings on. What kind of dumplings? Gyoza dumplings or like old school British school dinner dumplings? Oh my god, do you remember this? What the fuck were they? Like floating balls of pastry? I love dumplings. Frozen steamed dumplings. What dumplings though? What about like Asian dumplings or Western dumplings? I don't know what the difference is now. I mean, well, I know what the difference is, but I don't even remember what are Western dumplings. Do you remember those? Like, I assume you probably maybe had them in America too. But I'm sure we used to have them in like primary school dinners in the UK. I hated them. I think it's like this, like brown, probably beefy sauce thing with these like floating balls of something in them. School dinners though, there was some special dishes. Western style soup dumplings, I love those too. I haven't had one in forever, I can't remember what they are. Is it just pastry? Where's the door I was going to? The thing that I used to like at school dinners, which is I don't think is it even the food, because some of the school dinner stuff like you never eat it. Whoa, Ebra, he was the very first boss of the game. Degraded. Sway dumplings could be. Let me look it up. Dumplings. Oh my god, BBC, yeah, it's those. It's those, yeah. They look nice on Google though, but at school, beef stew with, yeah. What are they? Kind of chewy. Just use flour. Is it just pastry? But the school dinner I remember eating, that which I've never encountered anywhere other than school dinners, is chicken supreme. I remember getting seconds and thirds of chicken supreme. Love that shit. Chicken supreme with rice, I think it was. Is it just? I think it's just chicken in a white sauce. Have them backwards. Love those dumplings. The desserts were the best things about school dinners. Ooh, a bit of a variety in the location. Waterfalls. We need more of this. Looks just like bread. Cornflake tart. Cornflake tart is amazing. And butterscotch. Absolutely love butterscotch tart. I'm sure the non-school variety is probably a lot better. I would imagine so, yes. The other thing, I say like, oh, remember this, but it won't be you, because you can probably just eat this stuff anywhere, but like, I have not, you can't get ravioli in Japan that I know of. You know, just tinned ravioli. Ravioli. I've never seen ravioli here. Not like you get in a tin. I'm sure that you could maybe like get like fresh. I mean, you could probably make ravioli really, but love some ravioli, yeah. But the point of ravioli is that it comes out of tin and it's easy. Never had cornflake tart? Oh, it's amazing. It's just like a tart with jam and cornflakes on it. Don't love ravioli person. I don't love ravioli either, to be honest. It was always the letdown. You wished it was beans. I remember I used to have ravioli with. But yeah, it was really like, I don't know. I remember eating the tin stuff. Yeah, I ate it as a kid. Sometimes I'd be alright with it, but sometimes it was like, oh, ravioli. It's one of the disappointing dinners, I think. Had it as is. Yeah, just ravioli. It's wild, the stuff that we used to eat. Because I try and defend like British food. I hate when people always crap on British food. But sometimes it's like, you know, we just sit and eat a bowl of tin ravioli for dinner. Ooh. I want to finish that other floor. This dungeon's been a lot smoother. It's prettier too. Doesn't it look like there's all these doors that I can't get to? I hate spaghetti bolognese. I think I've grown up. I can tolerate fresh spaghetti bolognese now, but when I was younger, I used to hate spaghetti bolognese. Spaghetti hoops. I don't mind those. I used to like those, you know, you get the spaghetti shape. I used to get Thomas ones, Thomas the Tank Engine, the spaghetti shaped things. SpaghettiOs. Fairy. This is a fairy, apparently. A fairy? I don't think so. It goes to die. Almost never have it tinned though, it's always so easy to make. I'm quite simple. I'm quite happy to eat like a tuna mayonnaise pasta. And I mean like just buy the sachet of tuna mayonnaise stuff. And then I'll open a can of tuna and just cook the pasta and then just put it all and put some corn in. Yum. Oh, update, I forgot. You'll be able to see in the Discord, but I posted the, if you look in the food channel, whatever, I had that faux shepherd's pie. It's quite nice. Not sure it was worth the money though, but for a microwave meal, it was quite decent. Bildo, excuse you. However, my only problem with it was I was still hungry. I love tuna mayo. Glad it wasn't bad. Yeah, it was like 700, 800 yen, which is more than I would usually spend on one dish. Like I could make 3 days of curry for that, almost. Do you know what I mean? In fact, not even almost. I could literally eat curry for 3 days for that price. Just about. And I do, frequently. Saves money. So, yeah, I wouldn't be eating that a lot. You could buy a bento box for like 500 yen. I think it's because it was lamb. I think it was lamb. And I think that's why it was more expensive. But it was actually quite good. The mashed potato was good, the meat was good. The meat was a bit dry though. It needed a sauce adding to it. Or bits of onion and stuff too. But it was tasty, but the problem is like it was literally just a shepherd's pie. Like what, you can't just eat a shepherd's pie. So I got some frozen veg, which adds to the cost of the meal. So by the end of it, you know, I spent like 1,000 yen. It's getting to the point where I could probably just like have gone to Caesarea or something. Just like a cheap Italian chain family restaurant. But it was fun to try. I would eat it again, but maybe just not very often. But it was nice just to have the different taste, because I haven't been able to eat stuff like that in ages. And also, I love mashed potato. I absolutely love mashed potato. I just hate making it. It takes forever. I should make some more mashed potato though. I haven't done it in ages. I like to do it in the winter though, but I will make a batch of mashed potato and put it all in the fridge. It's just that it takes quite a while. Make your own batter and freeze them, yeah. I'm not very good at doing things like that though. I'm a terrible cook. And I also don't have a very good kitchen. That's the problem. The thing is as well though, if you haven't really been to Japan much or lived here, a lot of cooking is just not very viable because most places don't have ovens. So like oven style cooking is just not really a thing. I mean you can buy these small ovens, but you can't like cook a full chicken in one or something. So a lot of stuff ends up being done on like the hob. It's annoying. And I only have like one stove hob thing. Because of just the style of apartment I live in, I don't really have a very big kitchen, so I hate cooking. I could buy another one, but I don't really have the space. But yeah, I tend to try and cook, well I have to pretty much, cook everything all in one pan, or I juggle a little bit. That's why I'll try and cut corners if I can. So like if I'm going to make mashed potato, I'll do like the meat or whatever in the toaster oven. Terrible for making food, yeah. There's so much more cooking sauce if I had the space. Yeah. You live in an apartment though, don't you, as well? Got a steamer rice cooker years ago and I never looked back. I have a rice cooker. I'm just not very good at cooking though. I'm not very confident with things like that. I mean, I have a friend here who told me all about the amazing things that he makes in a rice cooker, but I'm always funny about, like, he would cook meat in the rice cooker, but I just feel a bit conscious about it. See my dumplings right now. I'm just crap cooking. I need someone to like show me doing it in person, not like recipe people. So I don't have much of a repertoire. See, this is the thing, I said like budget reasons too, but just these. I make a lot of curries. I guess that's why you do too, the Dreamy, right? You make a lot of soups and a lot of curries because it's just easy. You can do it all in one thing. My kitchen's the same as the living room. Yeah, it's literally like that for me, really. I mean, I pretty much live in one room. My apartment is just one very large room that can be divided in half. So, I mean, right now, I'm sitting on my sofa, playing this on my TV, with a big coffee table in front of me, but to the left of me is my bed. So, it's essentially a studio apartment. Sounds fancy, but it's just city life. And then the other half of the room is closed off because it's too hot and I need my air conditioning to function. And the other half of the room has got like the kitchen bit in it and the fridge and stuff. And then I've got a bathroom further away from that. It's bigger than a student dorm for Japan, but it's not big. Can't get in the kitchen at all if someone's streaming. If someone is streaming, you make it sound like you've got like several streamers living with you. Oh, I hope that didn't go. I probably did go through the microphone, but that was me cracking my neck. That was quite the crack as well. Ooh. Fresh fruits to make a small kit, yeah. Just the pain peeling all the vegetables and stuff first, but I've been getting better at being more efficient with making my curries and stuff. One trick that I mean, this probably sounds like super stupid, but I'm just not a cooking person. But what I did find, which I never used to do, was I found that if you just like fry the ingredients in the pan, like the big bowl, put some olive oil at the bottom or whatever, and cook it all, like the potatoes and the carrots, and the meat, before you add the water, it reduces the cooking time so much. Because I used to just boil it. I mean, not the meat, I would fry the meat in a different pan and then I'd boil it all together. But I'd be waiting for like the carrots to boil and all that stuff. It takes ages. So, but I do miss UK cooking where you could just whack something in the oven for 30 minutes and then like have a shower or something. That's what I like to do, add some flavour too, yeah? Everything in the pan with the sauce, yeah. And then I've just had the curry and then the nice thing too is you can just make a batch, so then I've got curry, like I'll just eat it for 3 days. So it's really nice to, because the thing is, the other thing with like cooking and Japanese cooking is I always have a conspiracy theory that it's essentially designed for like really bored housewives or something, like 50 years ago or something. Because if you've got a job, it's just a pain in the arse. Like, I'll get home from work at like 7:30, and the last thing I want to do is stand in the kitchen for an hour cooking. Especially in the summer. So I'll usually make a big batch so that when I come home, all I need to do is throw my rice in the rice cooker. I can hop in the bath while the rice is cooking, get out the bath, then I microwave the curry that I've got in a Tupperware Ziploc container, and done. The rice cooks itself. I ain't got time to be doing all those side dishes and fancy stuff that you see on the TVs. the miso soups and all that lot. I mean, you can cheat with miso soup. You can just get instant stuff and add boiling water, but sometimes I'll dabble a bit more at the weekend. Side dishes, more dishes to wash. It's just making them as well, though, because it's like you see the side dishes and it's like, you know, bits of carrot with burdock and in a sauce with sesame seeds, and it's like, that's just a tiny part of your dinner. It's great, but I'll just buy it ready-made. Although, what I should do, which I don't do, because I was talking to a friend about it, is you should just make it all in batches and then you just take it out as you go. But I think, again though, a lot of it's easier because my friend, you know, is in a relationship. So I think when you've got a couple, it's a bit more incentive to do it. But when it's just for yourself and you're cooking all the time for yourself, it's kind of, ugh. It's really hard to do. Exactly that. You'll only eat once. Well, like I say, anything I make, I'm usually gonna have to eat for the next 2 days because can you make full dishes in the oven? But I've never used an oven to cook. In the UK, you can if you use a lot of crap frozen food. Just put your chips in, put your meat, whatever in, your burger. It's not gonna be good, but yeah, it's better than microwave crap. Why am I'm going the wrong way. Oven chips, yeah. Just that stuff. I mean, even some of the ready meal stuff that you could get in the UK wasn't that bad. You put it in the oven, it tastes better than microwave stuff's nasty. The microwaves never cook. Japan has loads of frozen stuff for microwaves, but I avoid it all because it's all shite. Really shite, because microwaves don't cook it properly and you always end up with cold bits in the middle and stuff. Ovens much better. Can go in an air fryer too. I don't think air fryers have caught on here. I didn't even know what an air fryer was until I went home this Christmas and I saw everybody talking about air fryers on TV. It's like a new craze, isn't it? I don't think we've got them here yet, or if we have, it's probably more like rich people stuff. Breakfast sibling abomination. That's what it is. I have some frozen stuff that I'll have here. I have like hashed potatoes and I have frozen peas and corn. Because that's easy, instead of having cans. Because that's the other problem too, is it's like you can have canned corn or whatever, but it's always, there's too much in one can. And then I open the can, and what am I doing with the other half of it? I don't want to have corn tomorrow maybe, so I like to get the frozen stuff, because I can divide it up better. Always been using cooking for more than one since I cooked for my dad. Single just meant leftovers, yeah. She cooked something while on holiday in Japan. I just bought some steam pouch food. I cook a lot more now. I never used to cook. Because chopping food is too much for me, yeah. I don't mind cutting some stuff. Like if I'm having a curry, I'll basically just, all I do is I just get potato, onion and carrot, and I'll just cut it up into big chunks. And that's it. And then I'll put some, I mean, maybe it's blasphemy, I don't care, but I will put some frozen peas and carrots in my curry. Don't at me. What the hell? Are we fighting an unknown? Galderic? Who? Can you believe I've like played almost all of this game without ever healing? Just smashing circle. It's absolutely the easiest RPG I've ever played. I've almost never healed now. I mean, you see, I'm not even paying attention. I'm literally just filling in the map, and every time a monster appears, I'm just pressing circle, 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 circle until it ends. I don't even watch. I don't read what's happening. It's never bad. Usually all it is the monster misses, and it has no effect, and nobody takes any damage, and blah blah blah. It's ridiculously easy. I mean, what's going on now? I'm attacking 74, 65, 25, 20, yeah. Here's its attack. It's cast silence. I think it's silenced somebody. Whoop-de-doo. Who the right one would buy press? It's expensive to buy fresh peas. Peas are really expensive here, unless you buy them frozen. Ooh, we got an axe, which is obviously for the for Greystone. 200. Whoa, it's getting stronger and stronger. But yeah, I'll just put corn and peas in mine. I don't care. And then I'll do the same. I might make a white stew instead. Oh, I should make that. I haven't made that for a while. It's basically the same thing. Oh, I also put chicken in my curry. But I like to make a beef stew as well, which is basically just the same as a curry, but instead of putting curry in, I put beef stew stuff in, and I put beef in or pork in instead. Usually pork, because it's cheaper. Beef is expensive. Chopped onions and frozen. Don't even know what that is. I'm really not a foodie. Kinda wish I was. Wait, where was that? You could use a slow cooker for a stew. I could, but I'm not confident to do it. It's my problem. I don't have a slow cooker either, but people tell me that a rice cooker is a slow cooker. I don't think my rice cooker is big enough. I'll probably need a new rice cooker. My rice cooker is so old. It's it was basically the first thing I bought when I moved out, and I've never bought a new one. But if it's not broke, diced onions. The fact that you're an aromatic base for so many dishes means that you're already more of a foodie than I am. Aromatic base? Rice cookers ain't gonna pass. As far as I'm aware, like rice cookers essentially are just slow cookers. They're just tuned around rice. I know some people want rice cookers from Japan a lot of the time. Eat more pasta. Don't know about cooking a stew in one though. Right up, smell extremely nice. I do like onion, but only cooked. Sometimes, like, what else will I make? I mostly just make curries these days, though, but I used to make like mashed potato, then I do some frozen veg. Sometimes some chicken in like a rosemary or thyme seasoning. I make it sound really good. It's not good though because I'm cooking it, but I'll just eat it anyway. Some stuff is just such a faff though, because it's like they have this stuff called hiyashi chuka, which is like a cold Chinese dish. It's like cold noodles in a vinegar sauce with like chopped up ham and cucumber or whatever. And I looked into I thought, oh, I'll make my own ones. And I tried to make my own, and it was such a ball ache, and it saves no money at all. So I just was like, bugger it, I'll just buy it ready-made. So I bought like the noodles that you did, but then it was like, oh, you have to cook the noodles first, and then you have to cool them and put them in the fridge. And then I had to like cut up all the ingredients and stuff and get the vinegar sauce, and I'm just like, this is not saving any money. Just it's making, and then when I ate it, I was like, it's not even really that good. Like it didn't taste better than what I'd buy in the supermarket, like ready-made. I guess it would be good. The only reason I could see it being any good is if you were like making it in batch for a family. But again, there's just a lot. It sucks kind of just cooking for one. It's like sushi. I've never made sushi. Can't see the point. My friend just made sushi though. She sent me some pictures. Look really good. In the UK. Some things are just easier to buy than yeah. Ball ache to make at home. Make everything ahead of time. It takes 30 seconds to put together for the customer. Yeah, although it's getting expensive to eat out now. A lot of Japanese foods are ball ache to me. There's always a lot of stuff going on. Ramen for me. I do not have space. So I'm practicing making a broth, let alone anything else. You look like a good cook though. You look like you enjoy your food when I see all the pictures. Like your different flavours and stuff. Unagi is a bit. It's expensive. How much does it cost in America? Is it expensive? I was looking at some unagi today and it was like 2,500 yen. It's more than this game cost. Just unagi, nothing else. It's just a tray of unagi to like add to your dinner. It's already cooked and seasoned, I think. I'm not sure. It's expensive. I mean, that's like $25. It's very expensive. It's nice though. I like unagi on like rice. I very rarely eat it though. Because like I said, it's expensive. I like anago, if you know that. I think it's a conger eel, anago. You get it on like sushi. That's a little bit expensive, but it's cheaper than unagi. What is unagi anyway? What's the difference? I'm gonna literally put it in my dictionary. Sometimes I just know food, like it's unagi's unagi. Eel, especially the Japanese eel, Anguilla japonica. So what's anago then? I think that's conger eel, isn't it? Yeah, conger eel, the common Japanese conger eel. So one of the eels is more expensive than the other. I'm quite happy with anago though. Unagi's freshwater eel? Don't know. It's the more expensive one. Anago's the basic bitch. Unagi on the grocery store for $12. That's cheap. Mind you, you can get that at like the Well, maybe a little bit more, but you can get it. You can get that here too. You won't get a lot of eel though, but it's also going to be like microwaved. Salt water. It's yummy. It doesn't seem like there's any secret ways in this one. We don't need to go through there, do we? So that's it done. Let's leave. Don't think you tried Anago, I'll have to keep an eye out. So, the only times I've ever really seen it is on top of a sushi, like, thing. I'm pretty sure it's cooked. Tastes cooked. Can you even eat it raw? I don't even know. But it's usually got like some sort of marinated sauce on it too. But it's a nice sushi, I think. I actually had a thought today. So, well, there's two things. So, one, I kind of cook a lot more these days just to save money, whereas I used to always just eat a lot of bento boxes. But the last year or so, I've been doing that. But the thought that I was having today, I was like walking around the hey Retro, walking around the supermarket today, and I was starting to think like, there's so many foods that I don't know what they are, especially because of being in Japan. Stuff that I'm just sometimes a bit hesitant to get. But at least for like stuff that doesn't involve cooking, but maybe even cooking a little bit. But I was saying to myself like, why don't I set a challenge like I do, you know, like Mega Drive? But I was thinking like, maybe I should just instead of buying the same things over and over again, every time I go to the supermarket, I should buy like one or two items that I've never bought before, even if it's literally just another brand of yogurt. Do you know what I mean? Like this yogurt that I look at it and I'm like, oh, what's that? Is it like soy yogurt? Is that yucky? Don't know, but maybe I should just buy one of everything and just gradually work my way through the supermarket, like the snacks and the side dishes and everything. Just try a bit of everything, figure out what's like, just widen my horizons a little bit and stop eating the same stuff. Get out my comfort zone with some things, because it's like even the sushis, like some of the sushis I'll look at it and just be like, oh no, I don't want that. Probably. I just have to check as long as there's no wasabi in it, because I hate wasabi. Hate mustard as well. But even I actually started today, it sounds really stupid, but I bought, do you know yakisoba? The noodles? I bought yakisoba bread. I don't even know if I've ever eaten yakisoba bread before. I like yakisoba and I like bread, but it's not the kind of thing that I want together. But I just thought, no, just try it. We'll try it once. We'll see if it's delicious. Probably won't be. Just don't need a noodle sandwich, just saying. Wasabi's like poison for me too. I can't stand it. Let's see then. Last bit of lore. Multiple personality, artificial intelligence system, Fang. Put your hand on the plate. Blah 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 blah. We've done this many times. Terminal Fang ceasing operations. I won't let you stop the subsystem any more than this. Are you trying to steal my body, sister? Oh. Subsystem. Weird. That is what she said. I was just double checking myself, but yeah. He's trying to I won't. Yeah, so I won't let you cease the operations of the subsystems any more than you've already done. Do you intend to steal my body, sister? What's that mean? It's like a tear floated down. An idiom? To have tears in one's eyes, to be close to crying. Oh, well, Lisp is close to crying. She's got tears in her eyes and she bit her tongue. I think she's like biting her tongue. So why are we stealing her body? It's very weird. So what do we need to do now? And I would really like to save the game without accidentally progressing the plot. So I think we're going to have to leave it there, because I don't want to get too much more into the lore. Although, I guess there's still going to be another dungeon. Is this the way out? Sounds like chips and crisp sandwiches. They're lovely. Love a chip butter. And I always used to put, when I make sandwiches, I always used to put crisps on my sandwiches. I was blowing minds in Japan. I remember showing my friend putting crisps on sandwiches. She was just fascinated with it. She was like, really? I'm just like, yeah, it's nice texture. Well, we need to go back to Ambrose. I would like to save my game, though. Let's leave and go somewhere where we're probably not going to be a plot line in the... Whoops, or I could just accidentally click the menu and come straight back again. Let's go save the game in Circus Town. Potechi Sanja. Oh, they're blasphemous with their fruit sandwiches. Fruit sandwiches is just ungodly. Strawberries and cream in a fucking sandwich. Kid you not. One of the worst things of sides as well. It wasn't actually terrible, but yeah, just custard sandwich. Like, what? The worst flavour I remember trying. I tried some truffle flavoured crisps, potato chips, truffle flavoured. They were vile, absolutely horrifying. I remember I like licked one and threw the whole thing in the garbage. Gave my friend one too, and they were just like, oh. Haven't seen those around for a while. Can't imagine why. We get loads of weird flavours here that last like 2 minutes because they're skanky. The other flavour the other one that I thought was really minging. I've had orange flavoured, peach flavoured potato crisps. It's as rank as it sounds. I had a rice burger in Japan fast food place before instead of bread buns. I've wanted to try one of those. They do those things now. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like the rice, but I'm like, how does that work? I guess it's just like onigiri, really, with a burger in the middle, but I can't imagine how you hold it. Peach flavour, yeah. But the other worst one is Pepsi. I had Pepsi flavoured potato crisps, and it tastes like Pepsi. And it's at the point where you just kind of realise this is a flavour that really doesn't need to exist. It wasn't like it was horrific, but it was just... you're like, I'm not. Pepsi flavored potato chips. Google it. They were a thing like 8 years ago. They didn't last because they were gross. But oh, before I go to bed, let's put on the new game, shall we? We'll change over.